Guys, Bot Builder back for another video, and today I'm going to be doing something a bit different. We're going to be talking about the Robot Wars Series 5 champion that never was. Now I know what you're thinking. What does that mean, as in the Robot Wars Series 5 champion that never was? Well, as we all know, Razor did win Robot Wars Series 5 in the end, and 100% deserved, but under different circumstances, they probably wouldn't have won. So I think you're now starting to get the idea. So, okay, could I be talking about Supernova, a really good machine that fell out in the first round? Or am I talking about Hypnodisc? I mean, after all, they did almost beat Bigger Brother before being pushed in the pit. Or is it Firestorm? Some did say that the fight between them and Razor was quite controversial and they deserved to win. Or maybe I'm even talking about Suicidal Tendencies, the robot which had to pull out. But what if I'm telling you that I'm talking about none of these? Yes. The robot I'm talking about, the robot that should have won Series 5, is Destructor Bubble. Now I know what you're thinking. What the heck? What the heck is this robot? Yeah, that's probably what you're thinking. And don't unsubscribe because, hear me out. Destructor Bubble were robbed. Now, let's run down their career. So, as we all know, their first opponent was Accident, and they dealt with them quite easily. And then they were getting ready to prepare for the ultimate death battle between Suicidal Tendencies. But unfortunately, Suicidal Tendencies broke down, meaning that Rick, the substitute, had to be brought in, and Destructor Bubble were defeated, meaning they never got the championship they wanted. But recently, I've been thinking, what if Suicidal Tendencies was in good shape, and we did actually get this death battle? Who would have won? Well, honestly, I think Destructor Bubble would have won. I mean, here's my reasoning, like, Suicidal Tendencies, their crusher, it's minuscule. Like, look at this, it's like 0.1 millimeters. This is 100% accurate, by the way, don't question it. Whereas Destructor Bubble, they are huge. They are the size of the Empire State Building, as confirmed by this 100% accurate measurement right here. I actually took time out of my day to do these measurements, so if you say that I'm lying, I'm going to come around your house, and I'm going to eat all of the cheese, okay? So, shut up. It's just unfair. It's like putting a giant up against a midget, basically. And also, Dominator 2 did beat 101, another traction machine, and Destructor Bubble's axe is basically just as powerful as Dominator 2's. So, honestly, I can't see them beating Suicidal Tendencies. The same can be said in the Heat Final when they fight Razor. Razor, they're just too small for Destructor Bubble. There is no way they're popping this bubble right here. Not to mention, Razor are known for unreliability, and their armour, well, Attila the Drum were able to puncture it. So just 10 out of 10 armour right there. Ian Lewis, Simon Scott and Vinnie Blood. Maybe you should have armoured your robot with something that wasn't as, you know, as thick as my furline, alright? Like, and as we said already, Destructor Bubble's axe is just as powerful as Dominator 2's, and this is 100% accurate, okay? So it shouldn't take too long for Razor to be, well, killed. As for Spawn Again, come on, let's just be real here. Spawn Again are shit. I mean, come on. Let's just be real here. They are an unreliable machine who's never done any good. And I'm not talking about just the Series 6 version, as every version of Spawn Again is an unreliable piece of poo. So that just leaves Destructor Bubble taking on S3. Now, this is pretty close for a fight, and it's entirely possible S3 could pop the bubble of the destructiveness. But remember back to the legendary death battle S3 versus Mousetrap, which is such an underrated follow. Seriously, this fight is way better than Kills 2 versus Wild Thing. Wow, I probably lost subscribers with that controversial opinion. Look, they did catch him in a grapple, but what is this? They very nearly hit the aerial. So, in theory, if Destructor Bubble did fight S3, they could have killed the aerial. And in turn, kill S3. So that leaves Destructor Bubble in the finals with Bigger Brother, Hypnodisc, and Firestorm 3. But before we discuss the grand final, here's something from our sponsors. Yes, that's right, this video is sponsored by the legendary mobile game Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is an excellent game with great graphics, great gameplay. I play it every single day. Like, my favourite character is this green guy. He low-key kind of looks like Shrek. He's pretty epic. He's really good, but yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic game. Download it off the App Store. Like, this is way better than all this final emblem diamond and poo or whatever other RPGs exist. This is the only good RPG game that exists, and Raid Shadow Legends is a banging classic. So download it, or else I will break into your house. Right. So, Destructor Bubble versus Firestorm. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, there is no way Destructor Bubble are going to win this. But remember what I said. I already said that Destructor Bubble and Dominator 2's axe is 100% accurate. So obviously Destructor Bubble would take down Firestorm. Now granted, their fight with Dominator 2 is pretty close, and honestly it would be an incredibly close fight. Firestorm would get in several flips, but Destructor Bubble would self-right from them and land many axe blows, winning a judge's decision on damage. I mean, it really would be a controversial fight, and it would make an absolutely fantastic Fight Court episode. Please bring back Fight Court, please, Mr. Psycho. I really like that series. Please just bring it back. So, but either way, they would still win on a judge's decision, meaning Destructor Bubble are in the finals with Bigger Brother. So, who will come out on top? Will Destructor Bubble win Series 5, or will it be Bigger Brother? Well, as I've said, Destructor Bubble, Dominator 2, they're basically the same robot, let's just be real here. I mean, they're both axe robots, and as we all know, Dominator 2 ripped off Destructor Bubble, because they both have axes, and Destructor Bubble's axe is probably more stronger than Dominator 2's, to be honest. And Dominator 2 destroyed Bigger Brother in Series 6. Destructor Bubble should have no trouble going straight through the armour. And also, are you forgetting that they did recently just fight Hypnodisc, and they got more mangled than, I don't know. I was going to make a joke, but I can't think of anything. So they would not be in 100% shape, meaning that Destructor Bubble would be crowned the Series 5 champions. Anyway, I've been the bot builder, the Robot Wars guru, and until that, this is actually really, really bad. Yeah, honestly, if you couldn't tell already, this is a joke. Happy April Fools, everybody!